The air over Shanghai Pudong International Airport was thick with anticipation. On November 21, 2025, a sleek twin-engine jetliner in China Eastern Airlines colors appeared on the horizon. This was no ordinary landing. It was the COMAC C929, Spirit of the Long March, completing its record-breaking inaugural flight from Santiago, Chile. The non-stop 22-hour journey was a bold statement. China had arrived as a new force in global aviation. As the C929 descended, a crowd of engineers, officials, and press held their breath. The aircraft's distinctive wings sliced through the air with precision. This was more than a test flight. It was a declaration of technological sovereignty. For decades, Boeing and Airbus ruled the skies. China was always the customer, until now. With the C929's flawless touchdown, China announced its transition from buyer to builder, from follower to competitor. The roar from the crowd was one of pride and achievement. The journey from Santiago was both a physical and symbolic leap to the center of the aerospace world. The C929's performance signaled a fundamental shift in commercial aviation. The duopoly was over. A new giant had awakened. The world watched as the C929 taxied under a water cannon salute. China's message was clear. The skies were now open to a new contender. For decades, long-haul flights meant choosing between Boeing and Airbus. These titans, born from American industry and European cooperation, defined commercial aviation. Their rivalry shaped the market, pushing innovation and setting global standards. Airlines depended on their technology and vast support networks. The barriers to entry were immense: technological, financial, and political. Challenging this order seemed impossible. Yet, as China's economy soared, so did its demand for air travel. Relying on foreign aircraft became a strategic vulnerability for Beijing. The ambition grew, not just to buy planes, but to build them, transforming China from the world's largest aviation customer into a producer. The decision was made. China would join the great game of the skies, determined to win. China's journey into aircraft manufacturing was a long, difficult march. Early projects like the Shanghai Y-10 in the 1970s failed, revealing that determination alone wasn't enough. China shifted strategy, becoming a key supplier for Boeing and Airbus, learning from the best. This quiet apprenticeship built a foundation of skills and knowledge. The creation of COMAC in 2008 marked a turning point. Backed by state funding, COMAC's mission was clear design and build commercial aircraft to compete globally. The approach was methodical: start small, learn, and scale up. The ARJ-21 regional jet became the training ground, teaching COMAC the full life cycle of an aircraft program. Despite delays, it provided invaluable experience. The ARJ-21 was the first step, paving the way for bigger ambitions. COMAC learned to walk before it could run. The long march to the skies had resumed. China was ready for the next leap. The ARJ-21 was COMAC's school, the C919, its final exam. The C919, a narrow-body jet, aimed to rival the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320. Though reliant on Western systems, it showcased China's growing design and manufacturing prowess. The project faced delays and tough certification, but each challenge built COMAC's expertise. The C919's first commercial flight in 2023 was a moment of national pride, breaking the duopoly's grip in China. With the C919 in service, COMAC set its sights on the wide-body, long-haul market. The C929, initially a joint venture with Russia, the C929 became a primarily Chinese project. Designed to surpass the Boeing 787 and Airbus A350, it aimed for fuel efficiency, comfort, and technological independence. The C929 is the culmination of China's step-by-step strategy. From regional jets to global challengers, COMAC's rise is a story of ambition and patience. China was no longer content to be a regional player. It was ready for the world stage. The COMAC C929 is more than China's first long-haul jetliner. It's a showcase of national innovation. Over half its airframe is made from advanced composites, reducing weight and boosting fuel efficiency. The cabin is wider than competitors, offering more space and comfort. Features like larger windows, adjustable LED lighting, and advanced air filtration enhance the passenger experience. The aircraft is exceptionally quiet, thanks to aerodynamic refinements and new engine designs. The cockpit boasts state-of-the-art fly-by-wire controls and high-resolution touchscreens. High-speed satellite internet enables real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance. The C929 integrates these technologies into a cohesive whole, much of it driven by Chinese innovation. COMAC has evolved from assembler to true designer, setting new standards for excellence. The C929's most significant leap is its push for technological self-reliance. For the first time, a Chinese long-haul jet is powered by a domestically produced engine, the AECC CJ2000. Developing this high-bypass turbofan was a national crusade, requiring breakthroughs in metallurgy and software. The CJ2000 frees China from dependence on foreign suppliers, granting full control over its fleet. This independence is a strategic game-changer, insulating China from external pressures. The quest for self-reliance extends beyond engines. Chinese companies now produce avionics, flight controls, and composites. This has fostered a robust domestic aerospace ecosystem. China is capturing not just assembly, but the value and expertise of thousands of components. For China, it means security and control over a vital sector. The C929, powered by its Chinese heart, is a symbol of this new reality. China is now a master of its own technological destiny. The era of dependency is over. The arrival of the C929 redraws the map of global aviation. For 50 years, Boeing and Airbus ruled as a duopoly. The C929 shatters this balance, introducing a third major competitor backed by China's vast resources. Increased competition could drive down prices and give airlines more leverage. Chinese airlines will be the C929's launch customers, but the ambition is global. The C929 is marketed across Asia, Africa, and Latin America, offering an alternative to Western suppliers. This new competition will spark geopolitical and trade tensions. Disputes over subsidies, market access, and certification are inevitable. The C929 also inspires other nations with aerospace ambitions, hinting at a more multipolar future. The era of the simple duopoly is over. A new, complex global game has begun. Boeing and Airbus won't stand by as their dominance is challenged. Their response: accelerate innovation, highlight safety records, and leverage global support networks. Politically, the US and EU may push back, challenging subsidies, tightening certification, or restricting market access. Blocking C929 certification in the West could limit its reach, but risks retaliation from China. Beijing could favor COMAC or Airbus, or impose its own hurdles on Western jets. The stakes are high. How to compete with the C929 without losing access to China's vast market. Ultimately, innovation is the best response. The C929's arrival is a wake-up call, spurring faster progress towards sustainable, efficient aircraft. Competition will push the industry forward, benefiting airlines and travelers alike. The turbulence ahead could lead to a stronger, more dynamic aviation industry. The C929's successful flight marks a turning point for global aviation. Airlines now have a third choice, increasing competition and driving better prices and service. Travelers can expect more options, lower fares, and new direct routes as fleets expand. The rise of the C929 signals a shift in the global balance of power. China's success challenges Western technological supremacy and reshapes perceptions. The sky is now a shared space, no longer dominated by just two giants. The story of the C929 is about the future, one of contested leadership and rapid progress. As the world changes, so does the landscape of flight. We are witnessing the dawn of a new, more dynamic era in aviation.